Hello, everybody. This is Dave Ramsey. Good to see you guys again. Here we are, week 6. Good to see you guys. Only 2 chapters today. I enjoyed them both. One of them was talking about tempo, rhythm, how the play actually works within the rhythms of what we're trying to accomplish. The chapter talked a lot about how. The chapter talked a lot about how a play has a natural rhythm that the director actually, I'm not the director, but the writer actually put into play within the play that this rhythm that the play should move towards. And it talks a lot about the chapter in regards to the director, about it being important for the director to really focus and make sure that he's working within the right rhythms of the play. One thing that I know is that when I'm directing is I kind of I look at the rhythm well in advance. I'm looking at the play before I even cast it with characters. And like I said in the previous video, a lot of times students will kind of freak out because I'm sitting on a table in front of the stage, and what I'm really doing is I'm thinking about the play, what's going to be done, where, and rhythm and tempo. All those are all part of it. I'm considering that as I go. So sometimes let me back up. Sometimes, though, I will say that the cast, when they start putting in their ideas, their thoughts, their development of the character, it might change my mind about what the rhythm should look like on a play, and it might actually be. Some of it's because of the way that what they put into the characters, and I start to think, okay, I like this better. Or I might say, hey, wow, they did this thing different, but I still would like it to be more this way. So it's give and take. I take the time to really think about where the play is going. I really am watching the tempo, trying to make sure that the play does not seem static. I notice that sometimes if all the scenes just kind of everything goes rhythmically and just everything stays the same all the way through the play, it becomes dull to the audience. And I like ebbs and flows within the play. So that's one thing that I picked up from this chapter, which I think is pretty important for the director. Another thing that I thought was interesting is when we moved us to chapter 20, and I was talking about the different things that can cause the cast or the actors to have difficulty connecting with the play, or something's just not right. One of them that really caught my attention was the one where it says, I have it right here, performers are not connecting with each other. And I see that happen quite a bit. And usually it's because I work with teenagers, and things do change with teenagers, especially things like when you cast 2 people and they happen to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and those things change as the play goes on. I remember one time we were doing a production, and both the boyfriend and the girlfriend tried out for a part, and one of the questions I asked was, "So, how's your relationship?" And it may not be really any of my business, but they weren't dating, and then they were really, really dating, and I was a little concerned that would fizzle out by the end of our 6-week practice and production time. So I mean, yeah, it is a question that I asked, but that's not the one that I actually ran into. The problem I ran into with that couple. One of the things that wound up happening was there was a scene where the male actor was supposed to kiss another actress in the play, and while I didn't put it in the play, I actually chose not to because it was a high school play. I didn't think that it was really necessary, as long as we still had the spirit and the feel of what was happening on the stage. But the other actors were really pressuring him that he should do that. And it created a discord within the cast. So I actually had to step in as the director and say, okay, look, you guys need to understand that this is my choice. It's not yours. And I'm choosing to not have them kiss on stage. It's not necessary for what we're trying to accomplish. And the argument, of course, was, well, he needs to give up for his art. And well, I said, well, that might be true in the future if he decides to go professional. Although right here in this play with me as director, that's not necessary. So it did create discord within the cast. It created this it created drama where drama didn't need to be. What was really happening was the girl that wanted the kiss was actually into the actor, and they were trying to set that up, and I intervened. So it's just one of the examples of the things that were in chapter 20, of a bunch of different sources and a bunch of different problems that can happen with the actors when it starts getting down towards the wire. This is one chapter I plan on highlighting, bookmarking, and keeping close, because they gave so many different answers and so many different solutions to some problems that I have seen and I have experienced. So yeah. So we're coming up on our last week. Our last week we'll be talking about our last week we'll be working on our books, our books for the project, and if you're like me, you didn't get around to it until this week. Although I'm anxious and looking forward to doing it. I already have a play in mind and already have some things in mind. So it's not like I did nothing. It's just kind of hashing it through. So I'm pretty excited to get started on that this week. And I hope, I wish you, well, let's say it this way. I wish you all luck this week while you're getting that prepped and put together, for those of you who waited to the last minute like me. But there are probably some others of you that have already finished. So I'm looking forward to hearing about the good stuff that happened. Well, that's my time. I've already gone 6 minutes, almost 7. And I guess this is probably my last video. So it's been great working with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future classes. All right, bye.